Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back with another video and rally around West Indies. As you can see, guys, I got my West Indies jersey, another one. Of course, I had another one, but I got a couple more West Indies jersey because I'm feeling the World Cup vibe, man. I'm feeling the World Cup vibe. The men in my road made me so proud yesterday. We got off to a disastrous start, but I'm just really proud. I'm really happy for West Indies that we've done it. We've been playing good cricket for the past 2 or 3 months leading up to the World Cup. Also, before the IPL started, for the past 5 or 6 months, we've been playing some good cricket. So, played some good cricket versus South Africa, versus Nepal, before the IPL versus England. Even in Australia, where we lost, we've been playing some good cricket. But a lot of persons would have, had little jitters to say, well, we weren't doing it under a must-win type situation. We were doing it under pressure. So I'm so happy that at least right now we actually get to see us perform under a little bit of pressure. And we came out victorious and we were on the back foot. We were definitely on the back foot. So let's jump straight into it. Very happy, guys. We knocked New Zealand out of this World Cup. So we delivered a knockout punch with us. New Zealand. And we gave it to New Zealand, right? Um, as the artist sing, we are gonna take it to them. Take it to New Zealand, right? I think that's cute. We are gonna take it to them. We'll take it to New Zealand yesterday, and we definitely smacked them out of the World Cup. But as much as we're happy that yes, West Indies were in the Super Eights, as much as we're happy and we're feeling the vibe that we're gonna go to the semis, right? As much as we're happy and we're feeling that we can possibly win this World Cup, there are still some things we need to get right, and so we're gonna have to talk about those things. Possible changes for the next game against Afghanistan. Just stick around, stay tuned, just hear what I have to say, leave your comments, and yeah, just let me know your thoughts, definitely. Um, yeah, and for the Afghanistan game, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live because I usually don't like to do like watch-alongs because I'm so nervous for the team. But now that we're already qualified, I'm gonna be nervous for the Afghanistan game. So come on, let us do a live watch along for West Indies versus Afghanistan. And anybody who's planning to go to the Super Eights, any one of those matches, we need to link up. I'm planning to go to one of those Super 8 games. Not sure which one as yet. Yeah, after I see whether Scotland qualify or USA, I'm definitely going to one of those matches. West Indies is playing against USA or Scotland. I know that we're gonna hammer them, right? Definitely. Or maybe the West Indies South Africa game. Yeah, but that's for a later time. But yeah, look at it. Papua New Guinea, check. Uganda, check. New Zealand, check. All three of them check. So far we just have Afghanistan. Now that's gonna be a top of the table clash. Um, there's no real pressure if you win, no real pressure if you lose. So far, we've been on a winning streak. Remember, we won the last game versus Australia, and then we beat South Africa 3-0. That's 4. We won the warm-up game. That's 5. And then we've won 3 T20 internationals in this World Cup. So that's 8 matches. We've won 8 consecutive T20 matches. To beat Afghanistan and go 9. Has any team won 9 T20 internationals back to back to back? So I don't know. So there's nothing really at stake in that game. But winning 9 games on the trot, many might become superstitious to say we're bound to lose a game soon then. So I mean, it does what I'm trying to say, it doesn't really matter if we win against Afghanistan or we lose. We just want to go there and have fun. All right. We just want to go there and have fun. It doesn't really matter. For some, they might want to say, let's go there and top the table or whatever. For some, they might say, let's play the guys who haven't gotten a game yet and so forth. I agree with that. Fully understand. That's fine. But first thing we have to address some concerns. Let's start with the batting versus New Zealand. The batting versus New Zealand, 149 for 9. As you can see, it was an excellent score. However, how we went about scoring 149 wasn't convincing. At one point, we were, what, 31 for 5. Brandon King, um, he was at the non-strikers and watching a lot of stuff happen. He saw his opening partner, Johnson Charles, got clean bowled for a duck from Trent Bolt. Johnson Charles couldn't get back to ball in that over. Um, Trent Bolt started, swing and a miss first delivery, second delivery full toss, and Johnson Charles just pushed it to short mid wicket. Third delivery, swing and a miss, fourth delivery, swing and a miss, fifth delivery, bold. Well, inside edge, and then he was bold. But inside edge back onto the stump. Johnson Charles looked really shaky. That was not good from Johnson Charles. It looked very poor. It looks very tacky. You know what Trent Bolt is trying to do. Any person said it that Trent Bolt is possibly going to get Johnson Charles out in the first over. Like if many persons were to take a gamble on one thing that possibly would have happened in the match, that's probably the one thing that many would have predicted. Johnson Charles getting clean bowled by Trent Bolt, bringing back one into him. So yeah, Johnson Charles, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. And then Nicholas Pooran looked very shaky as well. One kind of like a toppage over the keeper or between the keeper and Chartered, runs away for 4. Then another 4 on the leg side going across the line of the delivery. One-handed shot, just managed to clear the infield and get a boundary. That wasn't convincing either. Ruston Chase, who's supposed to be the glue, I don't know what got into him. Ruston Chase, I'm trying to pull a delivery, hit the splice, went up in the air, and then getting caught at mid-on. That was not cool from Ruston Chase, gone for a duck. Roughman Powell, I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to, he wasn't, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was just poking. To me, if you're going to poke, I'd rather you just put some energy behind it. You know, maybe still hit the edge, but maybe deviate a little bit differently. Triples in the boundary for 4, goes wide of the keeper. Just something different. Just a simple. Or was it? Yeah, no, I think he was trying to cut or something like that. But I know he got caught behind. Something like that. But Roughman, that it wasn't convincing for me. It wasn't convincing. It looked like he was caught in two minds. I just don't know what Roughman was doing there. It was really the lower half that came together and then constructed our innings. I thought Akil played a very important role. Akil and Rutherford just calm things down, rotate the strike, get us up to the 10 over mark. Because you know, once it reached like overs 12 to 13, if Russell and Shepard have a day, then we can still get a big total, right? 150, 160, you never know. I really like Akil just tempering himself. Rutherford as well, tempering himself. We just rotate strike. Let's get to 10 over. Let's reassess at the halfway mark. Maybe we thought it was a 200 surface. It's not a 200 surface. So let's just rein it back in. So rein it back in. No problem. Rutherford. Um, as soon as the drinks break finish, we were 49 for 5 at 10 overs. And then now Mitchell Santner, the left arm spinner, came and Rutherford just slapped him over mid wicket for 6. And then we didn't see back Mitchell Santner anymore. But Santner still got Akil Hussain. That's fine because Russell came in. Russell took on Lucky Ferguson, smash him. First ball, back over his head, 4, smash him, over long on. I thought that was risky for 6. Then now Lucky bowled another sharp ball. Russell slapped it between square leg and mid wicket for 4. But then Trent Bolt, I'm like, at least you know that they brought Trent Bolt back to get rid of Russell. I thought Russell should have been smart, see out that one over. But maybe Russell said, you know what, I'm going to take on Trent Bolt. Russell just made up his mind that's how he was going to play. I don't have a problem with that. But Shepard was more tempered, looked to knock it around, and then short delivery from Team Saudi, pulled it, over fine leg for 6. Shepherd eventually got out leg before wicket. Azar being bowled by Trent Bolt. But it was really the 10th wicket stand between Budakesh Moti and Rutherford that got us to that big score. Rutherford, very intelligent innings. Rutherford, I am really proud of you. Really happy, my brother. Well done. You made West Indies proud. West Indies, man, you made us proud. I like how Rutherford decided to say, you know what, I'm going to take it deep. And he knew that 2 overs had to come from somewhere. Either it was coming from Glenn Phillips, or it was going to come from Kane Williamson, or going to come from Darren Mitchell or Mitch Santner. Those were the options they had, all part-time bowlers, except Santner. Santner is a proper bowler. But the left-arm spinner going into the left-hander at the back end of an innings, it's always difficult for a left-arm spinner. So I thought the matchup went in our favor. Rutherford took down those 2 overs, 37 runs off 11 deliveries, exceptional. Got us to a very competitive total. The last time a game was played here at Tarouba, Trinidad, remember England got bowled out for 130 odd, and we chased it down with like 2 or 3 deliveries to spare. Remember, it was Shai Hope's brilliance that got us over the line versus England. It was Shai Hope, guys. Remember, Hope made an unbeaten 41 or 42 or something like that. And every other batter was really struggling. It was really Shai Hope, Rutherford that did it for us in Tarouba. Yeah. Now, before I move on to the bowling, I have to talk about our batting so far in this World Cup. In this World Cup, the 3 batters that I highlight there are best batters. Roston Chase, Shafin Rutherford, Andre Russell. If you look at our batting, Brandon King, Johnson Charles, that's unacceptable from both our openers. Brandon King, 3 innings so far, 56 runs. Strike rate, 114. Johnson Charles, 3 innings so far, average 14.7. Strike rate, basically 100. So if you look at that, if you look at the 3 innings from both our openers, add them together, that's 100 runs together in 3 matches. That's unacceptable. 100 runs in 3 matches is unacceptable at their strike rate. It's saying that we're basically scoring each time 100 divided by 3 is 33. So basically, on average, they're giving us 33 runs from about 5.1 overs. So basically, the power play will not maximize in the power play. And Johnson Charles is in this team to maximize the power play because we say he can go very hard. But so far, he's going very hard, but swinging and missing. We're not seeing anything connect. And it could have been even worse had Uganda taken their catch. Johnson Charles could have been looking at 3 matches, 14 runs. It's very poor from Johnson Charles. And he's a senior man, so I expect him to get things right. I've watched Johnson Charles for a long time now, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. I've seen Johnson Charles around a long time, both at World Cup, both in series for West Indies. I know this guy is a serious bloke that can hit the ball. I remember seeing him live at Sabina one of the first times in 2013, I believe. It was a tri-series, West Indies, India, and Sri Lanka, and I saw him smash India, right? I think he made 97. I was like, whoa, this guy can hit the ball hard. So yeah, Johnson Charles, you need to get things right, or if you can't get things right, it's time to rotate Johnson Charles out of the starting 11. Because Johnson Charles also had a poor day in the field. He's usually safe pair of hands, but yesterday some misjudgment cost us 2-6, and then guys running 2s up Johnson Charles, where I thought that would have been 1 to any other player in the outfield. So Johnson Charles definitely had a bad game yesterday, but I'm really hoping that Johnson Charles can turn it around. Pooran has always been very poor when it comes to World Cup. 3 World Cups now, the one in UAE, the one in Australia now at home. Hasn't seen the best of Nicholas Pooran as yet, but we know he's very good at home, and he's a great player. He's possibly the best T20 batter in the world right now. I would say it's between him or Surya Kumar Yadav or maybe a Henry Claassen. So it's one of those three best batter in T20 in the world right now. So Puran, I really hope he comes around. Ruston Chase really had that one great game with the bat against Papua New Guinea, got us to win. And so far, his strike rate is 140. But yesterday, he had a bad game. That's fine. No problem, Ruston. Roughman need to come to the party. Roughman hasn't done anything as yet. 3 matches, 39 runs, strike rate basically 100, right? If you're making 13 off 13 in 3 matches, that's rubbish. Because that's his average, right? So on average, he's giving you that. Rubbish. Rutherford, guys, look at this. Rutherford scored 68 runs yesterday. No other batter in their 3 innings reached 68. That's crazy. Rutherford's 1 innings has outplayed the other batter's 3 innings. Right, so Rutherford except he's now leading the runs tally. Guys, when you have a man batting at number 6 that leads your runs tally, that means the team is in trouble too much. So Rutherford batting at 6, leading the runs chart. That's not looking good. Russell, next thing, when you have your number 6 leading the runs tally, and then your number 7 is second, you're in some serious problem. Oh no, Puran is in second, so Russell is third, 59 runs. But when you have your number 6 and 7, right, basically leading your runs tally, you're in some serious problem. But we know what you get from Russell. He's going to just attack. So Russell is always going to have the best strike rate because he plays that fearless type of cricket. It comes off, you win. If it doesn't, hopefully you have others around that will take up the mantle. But it's always great to have a guy like Russell around your team. He can bat, he can bowl, and he's exceptional in the field. He's not putting down anything. So yeah, Shepherd hasn't come to the party yet. 13 from 13 today, last game 5 from 5. So Shepherd hasn't really come around with the bat. So yeah, Shepherd, that's fine. You're mainly in the team to bowl and then just finish off some innings. Now with the bowling versus New Zealand, Akil Hussain was brilliant, guys. Akil was brilliant with the new ball. He started it, had a very good first over. Only 3 runs, I think, came from it, so that wasn't bad. Very good from Akil Hussain. And then he got the wicket off, I think, Devon Conway trying to sweep him, and then it goes to short fine leg. So Akil was good. Russell was very good, 1 for 30. I know 30, he would have liked to have been about 25. He bowled a very loose delivery, I think, to Trent Boult, and Trent Boult put him over mid-wicket for 6. This could have easily been 1 for 24. So Russell has been bowling very good, right? Alzari was exceptional tonight. Alzari hit that test match lane, hit that test match lane, hit that test match lane. Because there was just something in the pitch for those who could bowl that test match lane at pace, and he's bowling at high pace, 90 miles per hour. 4 wickets for 19 runs. Exceptional. Economy, brilliant. Gudakesh Moti was exceptional as well. Guys, this man, once it comes to the middle overs, he is the king of the middle overs, right? Especially when you have 2 right-handed batters in the middle. Gudakesh Moti bamboozles middle order batsmen. Nothing more you can ask from him. So Moti and Hussain doing very well together, and Russell and Joseph chipping in. The only real concerns now is really Shepherd. Shepherd, 23 runs versus Papua New Guinea, 36 runs versus New Zealand. And I think that Shepherd has some problems because a little bit too expensive for my liking. And the last over, he got hit for like 3 sixes. So that kind of skew is economy here as well. But overall, I think Shepherd needs to do some more because he has been very good for us in the past 18 months. He's been our best death bowler. So if we can get Shepherd up to run into his usual standard, right? And Russell bowling okay, And then our other three main bowlers are bowling well. Plus, we have, of course, Ruston Chase. This guy's always economical, right? So Ruston Chase is our sixth bowler. He's going to be there mainly to offset a bowler having a bad day. So Shepherd was having a bad day, and he offset one of his overs. That's fine. Another day it might be Alzari having a bad day and he offsets him. Another day it might be maybe we only use 3 overs of Hussein, 3 overs of Moti, and then Ruston maybe gets 3 overs to offset those two spinners. So that is how we use Ruston. He offsets any bowler that's having a bad day. So he's an excellent six bowling option, right? Ruston, excellent six bowling option, no problem. Yeah. So this is what our bowling looks like overall. Overall, Akil Hussain, Alzari Joseph, and Budakesh Moti. These are our best bowlers right now. Alzari has 8 wickets. Alzari has 8 wickets in 3 matches. And if you look at his last 15 games, I think Alzari has about 25 or 26 wickets. So he has been taking a lot of wickets. The problem with Alzari has been his economy. It's often too expensive. But so far in this World Cup, Alzari's economy is below 6. All in all, yeah, it's been against two down bad teams, Papua New Guinea, Uganda, and then of course just New Zealand. But all in all, Alzari is still getting a lot of wickets, which is what you want from your express fast bowler. This is what you want to see from your express pace. And then, of course, we have our danger men, the two left-arm spinners. They're bowling well. Gudakesh Moti and Akil Hussain. Look at Akil's economy, 3. Look at his strike rate, 9. Look at his average, 5. Imagine you're getting a bowler, every 5 runs getting a wicket, only going at maybe 4 runs and over, right? And he's getting a wicket every 9 deliveries. So oftentimes you're going to get maybe 1 for 12 or 1 for 13 or a 1 for 17. That's the sort of range that Akil will be in. When you're going at an economy of 3.72 for 4 overs, just times this by 4. So give you an idea of the range of runs he's going for from his spell. So Akil has been brilliant. Moti, always going roundabout a run a ball. Very good. Azari. And of course, the form that Russell is in, guys, I don't think we understand how important Russell the bowler is, Russell just balances the team well. Russell is basically bowling as good as some teams' frontline bowlers. So if you look at, for example, the numbers for Lucky Ferguson, Andre Russell might be better than a Lucky Ferguson in terms of his numbers. Compare their 2 matches. That's crazy. Imagine Andre Russell economy just 6.5, and then getting 4 wickets in 3 innings, and his average is good. His strike rate every 2 overs he's getting a wicket. Andre Russell could play as a frontline bowler. That's very good.
Stop the cap.
Josh Shepherd is a concern again. Strike rate 24 against Papua New Guinea, Uganda, and New Zealand. That's not good enough, Shepherd. And I think Shepherd knows that. Economy 8.5 is okay, given that he bowls maybe 2 overs in the back end or 1 at the back end, and he bowls 1 over up front. I'm okay with his economy, but this strike rate, not so wonderful. Yeah, this strike rate, not so wonderful. You can't be bowling 24 deliveries to get 1 wicket. So you're telling me Shepherd bowling 8 overs so far for 2 wickets in this World Cup, and he bowled 3 overs to Papua New Guinea, 2 overs to 2 overs to Uganda, and he bowled 3 overs to New Zealand. And he only got 2 wickets. Come on, Shepherd. So we got to work on that strike rate. Chase yet to get any wicket, but his economy is very good. So all in all, guys, comprehensive victory versus New Zealand. To summarize it, just down to the brilliance from Sherfane Rutherford. That's what it all came down to with the bat. And then overall, a brilliant collective effort with the ball. However, we have concerns with our fielding yesterday. I don't think we were up to the mark yesterday in fielding. I saw drop catches. Sherfane Rutherford dropped a dolly. Johnson Charles dropped a couple catches. Even though the one that was over, he said he might say that's not a chance. But I think he could have at least he should have been on the boundary. That's the first thing. Why was Johnson Charles so far in? You should pin on the boundary and then just push it down and save six. And then the second one of Jiminy Champ, that was the drop catch. Should have been on the boundary and then that would have been a catch. So yeah, I thought Johnson Charles right there. Missed a couple things. But Russell's hands always safe. Azari misfield a couple deliveries. So I thought the feeling wasn't as good as I saw in that series versus South Africa and in the warm-up game. Um, and also against Papua New Guinea and Uganda. So our feeling has been very good, but yesterday it was slightly off. I just maybe a little bit of nerves or whatever the case may be, but we got to work on that, right? Yeah. So all in all, these are the groups, right? Remember, West Indies we're seeded as C2. This is West Indies right here. We are C2. And so the teams that were expected to qualify, India, Pakistan, England, Australia, New Zealand, West Indies, South Africa, Sri Lanka. These were like the precedings before the World Cup. Now, this is what the group should have been, right? After they preceded. So we should have been for the Super Eights, it should be Pakistan, England, West Indies, South Africa. It may still be this. It may still be this. However, this is what we're looking at right now. So now we can get good, and a little bit jumpy because right now it's looking good. As it stands, USA is in second position. So USA would qualify instead of Pakistan. Scotland, they're in second position, but they qualify ahead of England. South Africa is already qualified. So no, we get a queue, we're qualified, and South Africa, they're qualified. So this is a must, right? I am hoping Scotland and USA qualify, and I would definitely go and watch Supernova. Talk to me. I would definitely come to Barbados to watch this game versus USA because we have absolutely no chance of losing that. If these are the four teams, I'm feeling pretty good. In St. Lucia, whether it's Scotland or England, I think in St. Lucia, we should be beating Scotland or England in St. Lucia. Um, Maybe more so Scotland, if I'm being honest. St. Lucia offers a lot more for fast bowlers, a lot more. It's a very true surface. However, Akeal Hussain is not your typical spinner. Akeal Hussain actually swings the new ball. He's a spinner that gets a lot of revs and he also swings the ball. So Akeal is still going to be dangerous as a new ball bowler. It don't matter whether it's a spin friendly or seam friendly wicket based on how Akeal bowls in the Caribbean. So I think we're looking good to play in St. Lucia. We can always bring in an extra seamer, whether a Shamar or Obed McCoy. So I think we would have these two games in the bag. USA cannot beat us in Barbados. No disrespect to USA. No, this game against South Africa and Antigua. Antigua, Sir Vivian Richards Stadium is a small ground and the wicket's pretty flat. And so that game might be a run fest. So what are we looking at right here? We're looking at a run fest game. This might be the only game you might be seeing 220, 230, right, for West Indies. Run fest game right there. We're looking at high scoring in Antigua. South Africa, I would have maybe preferred to play South Africa in Barbados, right, and play USA in Antigua. You know, we just smack USA for 250 and then skittle them for 130 or something like that. Even though they're playing very well, USA, right? But I just don't see them chasing anything over 200. I think they're better when the pitches are a little bit tacky and there's something in it for the bowlers, like Barbados. Barbados, there's a bit in it for both batters and bowlers. Antigua is just really flat and the grounds are small. The only thing you really can use to assist is the wind. If you use the wind smart, maybe you can bowl out an opposition. But really and truly in Antigua, it's not the easiest ground to say, yeah, 160 is a defendable score. So yeah, Antigua against South Africa, that's going to be a nice run fest. St. Lucia, Barbados. So we should see in the Super 8s or battles find a bit of form because we know that we're going to come back to Tarouba, Trinidad for our semi-finals. Whether it's going to be against India or whether it's going to be Australia, that doesn't matter, right? If it's against India, we beat Guyana. If it's against Australia, we know we're going to beat Trinidad. That's just how ICC do it. They want India to play in Guyana and play the 9 o'clock game. Well, let's see where we finish, right? Let's see where we finish. I know that the top of the person from this group will play second place in group two, and then the person who finished top second in this group will play the winner in the first group, and vice versa. So let's say we top this group, we play, let's say India top this group and Australia finish second, then we know we play Australia and Trinidad. Well, let's say we finish second in our group and South Africa top the group, and let's say India top the group, Australia second, then we know we play India and Guyana. So yeah, those are just some stuff to bear in mind. But yeah, we're looking good. We're in the Super 8s, guys. So we can actually talk about the Super 8s. So guys, really give West Indies a hand. Right, we have to give them a hand. We have to give them a hand. I'm very proud of the boys. Proud to wear my maroon shirt today. Proud to wear my shirt to work, and it's just okay. Listen, West Indies, we're in the Super 8s. I'm backing the guys. I said that the worst case for us would be a semi-finals. That's just for me. And it looks like that's how it's going to be. Worst case should be semi-finals. Right? I'm very happy for the boys. I just hope that they continue working hard and know that right now the journey has just begun. The World Cup really has just started. No, they should feel the World Cup vibes. The home support is always going to be here. We'll travel across the Caribbean to come watch you guys because making us proud, man. You're making us proud. So you can expect full stadiums in Barbados, St. Lucia, and Antigua for West Indies. So, yeah, we're going all the way, man. Now, let's fast forward to the game versus Afghanistan. Guys, who are you playing? You see on my screen, I have up here Obed McCoy. You're going to St. Lucia, right? Obed McCoy played for the St. Lucia Kings in CPL. This right here is when Obed McCoy played 3 matches at St. Lucia. Now, I didn't look at the rest of the other games, Only look at the games at St. Lucia. In St. Lucia, Obed McCoy played 3 matches. This should be 3 innings, sorry. Cross that out. He played 3 matches in St. Lucia, 3 innings, and took 6 wickets at an average of 16.2, strike rate 10, and economy 9.7, best of 3 for 52. So Obed has some experience playing at St. Lucia. It was 2021 CPL. There's also Barbados. He played for Barbados Royals. They played a match versus St. Lucia Kings in St. Lucia in 2024 as well, in 2023 CPL as well. But I think it was rain affected, so that is why I couldn't find that. Yeah, last year most of the St. Lucia leg I think were like washed out, right? Yeah, and also a couple of the St. Kitts leg I think, right? A couple of those games were washed out, St. Kitts and St. Lucia in the CPL last year. And now this is Obed's career in the West Indies. Obed has exceptional number in the West Indies, and this is a home World Cup. So there's a big argument that Obed should come into the playing 11 at St. Lucia. We know that it's typically going to be a surface that assists fast bowlers. It's a good surface for both batters and bowlers. If you can move the ball, you'll do very well in St. Lucia. If you're bowling it in the right areas, you'll get wickets. Also, as a batsman, you can trust the bounce. And it's probably the best wicket in the Caribbean to bat on. You see a lot of 180s and 190s in CPL in St. Lucia. Not a lot of 200s, but consistently you see both teams making 180, 190. You'd see a very close game. First team make 186, second team chase it down with 2 deliveries to spare. Next match, they look in CPL, 180 odd. Next team make 177, losing by 8 or 9 runs. So in CPL, over the years, St. Lucia has been a very good surface for batting. but it's also a fair contest between bat and ball. Seamers tend to do well here. And Obed McCoy has good numbers at St. Lucia and good numbers in the Caribbean in general, right? If he's picking up a wicket every 2 overs, right, and his average is 17.6, his economy, he bowls mainly 2 overs up front, two at the back end. So for his economy to be about 9, that means on average you'll get maybe 2 for 36 from Obed in a match, or 3 for 36. Somewhere in that region, Obed will give you 2 for 36, 2 for 35. And usually take it because he's going to bowl 2 up front and 2 at the back. Or maybe 1 up front, 1 in the middle, 2 at the back, whatever the case may be. And then, guys, there's this guy, right? There's this guy, Nicholas Pooran. I respect him so much. I love watching Nicholas Pooran bat. I love watching Pooran bat. However, Pooran in World Cups has never really done much. 3 World Cups for Pooran, and look at this. I mentioned it at the start of the video, right? If you look at that, Pooran, 11 matches now in World Cup. Not even 200 runs, no 50, no 100, strike rate nowhere, averaging nowhere. This is not Nicholas Pooran. Nicholas Pooran, you're the best batsman in the world. Nicholas Pooran, I said it, you are the best batsman in the world. And I want you to start batting like the best batsman in the world. So Pooran, I hope to see some fireworks in St. Lucia as we get ready for the Super 8s. And this is my playing 11. Drum rolls, please. No Obed McCoy. So I present to you stats why Obed should be there. But guys, I'm just gonna go with the extra pace for Shamar Joseph. And also listen to my kind of reason for playing Shamar ahead of. Oh, by the way, I'm resting Romari Shepherd, but we're already through. We're not playing for anything. I just want to see another fast bowler. I want to give game time to another fast bowler just in case. And the next fast bowler that I would want to see is Shamar Joseph. I just think that Shamar is ahead of Obed McCoy in the pecking order. Yeah, I don't know. Both Obed and Shamar can bowl in the power play. Obed is more renowned to bowl at the back end. So I guess Obed would balance the team better because Obed can bowl the power play and also come back to bowl in the back end of the innings. But I just feel better with Shamar there. I just like Shamar. I just like watching him bowl. It's just my personal preference. But if I'm gonna actually use numbers to debate who should be there, there's every argument that it should be Obed ahead of Shamar. I'm not even gonna lie. But I just think Shamar is an X factor. I personally like him. I want to see Shamar playing. So I would rest Romari Shepherd and then Shamar Joseph gets ahead. So that's one change. The next obvious change is Shai got to come in now for Johnson Charles. And it's just unfortunate that we're in the St. Lucia leg. And to rest Johnson Charles in St. Lucia at home, come on. That is not nice, right? You'd probably want Johnson Charles playing at home. But guys, what can I say? Johnson Charles hasn't lived up to expectations. And I think that since we're already qualified, we want to have a look at another opener just in case in the Super 8 we might need to start another opener. Shai Hope in Barbados is always very good. Shai Hope is going to be good in St. Lucia as well. So I think might as well give him a go right here. I think Antigua service might suit Johnson Charles, but at the end of the day, I think Shai Hope deserves a go. And yeah, Johnson Charles just hasn't looked up to it. So I'll just give Shai Hope a go. So nothing else changes for me. Rest Romari Shepherd, drop Johnson Charles, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, I think these are the 13 players. Well, I think one person definitely not going to do much this World Cup is Shimron Hetmyer. So if I say Obed in for Shamar, I have no problem. I'm putting it out there, guys. If Obed plays instead of Shamar, I'm also happy with that. Because Obed is my guy. He deserves to be there. Shai Hope deserves to now get a game ahead of Johnson Charles. Romari Shepherd can get a rest. And guys, there's no problem. There's no problem. These are the 14 guys that I see. I have a problem picking the 11 with 14 players. I can see a case for Shai Hope. I can see a case for Obed. I can see a case for Shamar. But there's no case now for Shimron Hetmyer. The way Rutherford is batting, There's absolutely no case for Shimron Maya. And if you're going to play Shimron ahead of Rasta and Chase, if you want to rest Rasta, I don't think that's a good idea. Rasta and give you that 6 bowling option. So, and he's also very economical. And even if we don't need Ruston with the bat, he's there with the ball. Another day we might need him with the bat, and he play that critical anchoring inning. So at the end of the day, Ruston balanced the team very well. Shemron cannot get in. So yeah, that's it. So that's my playing 11 for Afghanistan. Um, if we win the toss, what should we do versus Afghanistan? I think we should bat first again and put on the runs on the board and then try and defend it. There's nothing to lose here, so I would bat first, right? We're not chasing a game. So bat first, express ourselves, try to make 200. It's gonna be a better surface, and then we'll take it from there. There's nothing in the game. Just go out there, have fun. And we know West Indies, we are at our best when we're having fun. So tell me what would be your playing 11 versus Afghanistan. Let me know. It's your boy Ronaldo, and I'm out.